जी बताइएगा फिर। Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mufti Asad Gul, and I am a senior lecturer in International Open University, Gambia. Today, we are going to give you an introduction about the Department of Islamic Economics and Finance, what we have for you in this department, and how can you get admission here. Secondly, what would be the fee structure? And third point would be that either getting admission, what are the prerequisites of admission in the Department of Islamic Economics and Finance? But what programs are Department of Islamic Economics and Finance is offering for you people? So these are all with us in today's session, and I am sure that there will be so many things for you to get benefit from. But it will not be a one-sided communication, because you might have some questions, you might have some queries in your mind, and I would love to hear from you after my session. So a separate time would be given to all of you, those who are interested in taking admission, those who want to learn about the different programs that IOU is offering, and those who has any kind of query regarding the International Open University. We will give you ample time to respond that, and we will not close the session unless and until all your queries are clarified. So be with us and try to ask as many questions as you can related to the admissions process, related to IOU, or related to any programs that has been offered and that is offered in International Open University. So, ladies and gentlemen, starting with the Department of Islamic Economics and Finance, but as this department is one of the department in IOU, International Open University, so that's why it is very much necessary to give you a brief introduction about the International Open University first, and then we will go into the details of this department. So the International Open University is a pioneer in online education, and it was founded in 2001 by the world-renowned Islamic scholar, and I am sure that you all know about him. He is none other than Dr. Abu Amina Bilal Phillips. And the most important thing about IOU, it is not only providing the non-accredited programs, but the accredited programs as well. And not only lengthy programs of 1 year, 2 year, or 4 year, but short diplomas as well. There are certificate courses, there are diplomas, and there are degrees in Islamic studies, Arabic, and Islamized modern subjects like psychology, economics, business, and education. But the point is, when it comes to online education, every one of us just think a little bit about the quality of education, that what kind of quality it will have, and secondly, either it is affordable for me or not. The third point is either the fee structure is good enough to be borne by a person like me or not. So there are so many questions. Excuse me. And based on all these points, the main vision is to be one of the global beacon of authentic Islamic and Islamized education. So if I tell you about the vision of IOU, this is one of the vision that has been given by Dr. Bilal Phillips while starting this International Open University, to have an authentic Islamic and Islamized education, nurturing leaders who inspire positive change in diverse communities worldwide. When we say the diverse communities, so it simply means that based on an online education, we have students from different parts of the world. We teach them according to the syllabus, according to the programs that has been offered and in which he or she has taken admission. And then after that, he serves in different parts of the world wherever he or she is living, and wherever he wants to serve, he takes guidance from his teachers and from the management time to time to be in touch with the IOU. This is one of the unique quality of IOU, is it always keep itself in touch with with those students who has studied either in the certificate courses, either in the graduation courses, or the postgraduate courses. This was about the IOU. But the six advantages that IOU has over all the universities that is offering online education or education throughout the globe. The first point is online. But when it comes to online, so the main advantage regarding online education is you can take it or you can just listen to the class, you can attend the class anytime. There are some of the programs which has the live sessions, but that live sessions are optional as well. If you are busy and if you don't have any time at that specific time to attend the live session, you have the option to listen to the recording as well. So the recording option will be placed on the course page throughout the semester. It's not necessarily that you missed it yesterday, you missed it day before yesterday, and then the recording will be removed from the page. It will not be removed unless and until the semester is closed. So if you missed any part of the lecture, any part of the live session from the teacher having the weekly live sessions, you can just watch it, you can sit and then listen to it very carefully and thoroughly whenever you have time throughout the semester. That's one of the unique facility offered by the IOU. So based on your availability, IOU is there to support you in your education. The third point is, as it's online, so not necessarily to be at one place. You can just move around, you can do your business wherever you are. Just get online and all the facilities, the course syllabus, the course structure, the teacher, the assignments, and even the exams, that will be based online. So you can do it from anywhere, any place in the world. You just need an internet connection. The fourth and important point is that all the education is based on authentic Islamic knowledge. By authentic, we simply mean that we have the Sharia scholars and in almost every department, and especially as I am representing the Islamic economics and finance, so we have the Sharia scholars in our departments as well. I'm one of that. And when we say that, okay, this is now authentic knowledge and it should be streamlined, it should be given to the students, then it is then passed and then accredited according to the syllabus. Otherwise, if there is any confusion or if there is any debate, in that course or in that topic, that is not taught to the student. The fifth point is about the affordability, the most important point for all the students and for all those people who think that they are from middle class family or lower middle class. So IOU give you the opportunity or give you this offer to have an affordable fee structure and take authentic Islamic education. And now most of the students think that, okay, we are getting education and we will take the degree from the International Open University. But what about the accreditation? Whether we are based in African country, or we are based in Asian countries, or we are based in any USA or any European country, then what about the accreditation, that either our degree will be considered accredited according to our country's law or not? So in this lecture or in this session, this is just an introductory session, we will tell you about that, okay, how many degrees are accredited and where the degree of IOU is considered authentic in which country. The accreditation has been given by the Ministry of Higher Education Gambia, and which is an authentic body to give a recognition and accreditation. And the second is the National Accreditation and Quality Assurance Authority, the Gambia. Now these two are the accredited authorities. They have given the accredited program and they have given the authority to start the program and to give the degrees to the students, which will be accredited and which will be accepted in different countries, in different parts of the world, if the students have any confusion regarding that. So in this slide, if you look at that, the International Open Universities has been recognized by the universities and evaluation service and governmental accrediting bodies in the various countries listed below. Now, as far as America is concerned, so Canada and USA, they are accepting it. In the Europe, Switzerland and UK is accepting it. In Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Philippines, that is accepting it. And when it comes to the Africa, so in African countries, we have Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, and Zambia. and all these countries. But our accreditation is not limited to only these countries, because we have a list of countries we have in which our degrees are accredited and accepted. That is why this is just for information, that if you take admission from any of these countries or any country where you are residing, then we can just give you a surety that either our degree is acceptable in your country or not. If it's not, then we will be fair enough to accept that yes, it is not accepted in the country where you are residing. So that will be discussed at the end of the session, when you will ask about the acceptance of this. But when it comes to the Department of Economics, so of course economics is very very important area. And being a human being, we all strive to earn more and more. Now we have two ways of earning: either to earn by our own will, or earning in the Sharia compliant way. By Sharia compliant, we mean that the guidelines that has been given by the creator of this world, if he has given the guideline, we have to follow that. So earning money is not forbidden at all. But the problem is, we should earn money according to the guidelines given to us. That is the main point. Now, the Department of Islamic Economics give you that guideline. Although as a Muslim or as a Christian, everyone know about that. But this is just to revival of that, to get a hold of what are the guidelines of earning money, of getting profit, and how we can earn profit. That is one of the point. The second point which comes in the minds of the students, that okay, if we take admission in the Department of Islamic Economics, then what would be our career growth? So the very most and common career path that most of our students has is financial consultancy, because we give the students some practical assignments during the studies, and some practical assignments with some practical case studies. So most of the time we discuss the case studies with the students as well, depending on the interest of the student. And most of the students then, when go to the market after graduation, they start the financial consultancy, because in IOU they have seen so many case studies and so many options, technical problems they have solved, that in the real world it's not really hard there for them to be adjusted and to solve the problem for that. So as a financial consultant, when anybody just need the consultancy, they are always there in different parts of the world to give a financial consultancy to that. That is one of the area. The second is when it comes to the Islamic banking. So every country, if you look at that, even in the African countries, we have the Islamic banking sector as well. But unfortunately, Islamic banking is really very short of the human capital. One of the motive of Department of Islamic Economics is that we should give the human capital to the Islamic banking industry in different parts of the world. As personally speaking, or practically, I have seen that there are so many Islamic banks in different parts of the world, but they are searching for a good human resource. Unfortunately, there are no good human resources which have strong background of the Islamic banking and Islamic economics. So if any of the student has a strong grip over the Islamic economics, he knows the basics of Islamic economics, he knows Islamic banking theoretically, then going into the practical side and applying that theory into the practice, that's quite easy for that. So most of our students are serving in the Islamic banking sector as well. The third important point is that when the Islamic economics or the economics guidelines are taught to our students, then of course they know about the basics of Islamic economics. If they want to excel in it, they can do it as a Sharia advisor as well. Like for example, if anybody need any kind of help or any kind of support, financial, not financial support, but support, Sharia support in the financial guidelines, our students are mostly serving in those areas. Now, when it comes to the Islamic banking, when it comes to the Sharia advisor or the financial consultancy, then it is not possible to be controlled without a regulator. That's why every bank, every country has a central bank operating there. And the students who has a strong Islamic economics background, they can serve as a bank regulatory body as well. But it's not necessarily to go there and then work in any financial market. It's not necessary, because some of our students who are very good in academics and who are interested in in some research paper, in some research thesis, because in the last semester in different programs we have the research thesis, and we can just extract the research paper from the research thesis, and then along with the mentor and the student, we combine together to publish that paper. That's quite important. So it increases, or it creates the interest of the students in academia. And when most of the students, some of the students in fact, when they have any interest in the academic background or in the academic growth, they go to the academia in different parts of the world and start teaching Islamic economics. That's an honor for us as well, and a sadaqah jariyah for the IOU as well. And if there is a need of industry development, so the graduates of IOU are always there to give their suggestion. So when it comes to the history of economics department in IOU, it was launched as an Islamic online university with paired baccalaureate courses in 2001. Like, it wasn't a separate course, it was merged with another course, and it was started in 2001. But in 2007, there were free Islamic studies diploma courses. And then in the bachelor level of Islamic studies, it was 2010, where the offering of all the undergrad courses were started. But in 2014, a major breakthrough happened, because the headquarter in Gambia received a university license, and then it started not only the undergrad programs, but it offering certificate, associate, and bachelor's in economics degrees as well. In 2019, the same degree got its accreditation from NACA Gambia. NACA is an accredited body, as discussed in the previous slides. Then the name of International Islamic Online University was changed due to some reason, some managerial reason, you can say. Its name was changed to International Open University, and then NACA accredited the bachelor's in economics. It accredited not only the bachelor but the master's degree as well. And that is why our recent development in this department is we are offering the master's in Islamic economics as well for fall 2024 semester. That's a major breakthrough. And in just a short span of, you can say, just 10 years, we started our separate program in 2014 after getting the university level accreditation. And then in 2024, we started the master. We are starting the master's degree as well. So that is quite a good achievement. Normally, we have seen it's quite hard as well. About the students, so in since 2004, we have the students from the 94 countries. Now, I repeat, it's 94 countries. We have students from around the globe. And most of the time, as it's online course, so we normally, when we in live sessions, some of the live sessions, we meet some students who are from such countries. To be honest with you, we haven't heard the name of that country as well. So that's quite honor for us as well, to be in touch with such far students, as the internet facility is there, so there is no distance in between the students and teacher. The teacher is always available. The 1030 plus students completed at least one semester, 130 plus graduates in 31 countries. Now 31 countries simply mean that they are from different cultures, from different societies, and from different markets, and all these are serving with the same aim and with the same vision that has been given by International Open University. As far as the academics program is concerned in economics, it provides 4 academic programs in economics. There are different 15 plus faculty and instructors in the department, 20 plus students, and 220 plus students in spring 2024. And the number goes on increasing, as I'm involved in this since so many years. So it's never happened that in the spring semester the number of students was less, and then in the fall semester it becomes more or less. It never happened. It always, alhamdulillah, and it's because of the blessings of Almighty that there is no hard work from us. It's only because of His blessings, and because of the name and the brand of IOU, and the prayers of people like you and our seniors and even our graduates who are serving in different communities, that the number of students are increasing in every semester. Now, the head of the department plays a very vital role. The head of the department is Dr. Nisar Yatu, who is a seasoned academician and a very, very excellent teacher, a very good administrator as well. he has a very good control in the department, because he's an economist, especially Islamic economist, a PhD degree holder. So he knows that how we can grow together, how we can build a team, and how our department can grow in every semester. He has the skills, and exactly he has done, and he has shown his skills in the selection of faculty as well. That is why our faculty is consist of some vast experience. Some have experience of more than 30 years, some have experience of more than 10 years, and some have experience of more than, I think, 10 years or 7 years might be the very least. But as far as I remember, 10 years or the least number that at least an instructor in the department has 10 years experience of teaching. So starting from the chancellor and the founder, Dr. Bilal Phillips, with the deputy VC of academics, Muhammad Hassan, till the last Mr. Hamar Jao, who is serving in Islamic financial market, the Gambia. And most of our faculty is PhD degree holders, most of our faculty, because our HOD normally focuses on a PhD degree holder should have a direct doctor degree to teach. But 100% those who are not yet qualified, 100% of our faculty is enrolled in PhD, and most of them, inshallah, will complete it either this year, some will next year, and some will in the next year. So based on the theory and the practice, these two combine together to teach you and to give you a solid understanding of Islamic economics. Now, the four programs of Islamic economics, and I will give you the detail of each and every one. The first one is CIBE, the second is AIBE, the third one is BSc IEBA, Bachelor of Science. The fourth one is Master of Science in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So in the first program, AIBE, we have the courses in semester 3 and 4. It's just 2 years program, and they know about, if anybody is interested in advanced topics along with the basics. So these are included in this AIBE program: Islamic financial market, the managerial accounting, the econometrics, the computers, Islamic studies, fiqh, capital market, Islamic capital market, international monetary economics, risk management, and then Islamic studies 4 and the caliphates and other religions. So this, you can say that this is the shortest program that IOU is offering in the Department of Islamic Economics. But when it comes to the BSc, BSc simply means it's undergraduate programs, and it has 4 years program. So 4 years simply mean that you have to be faced, or you have to be offered 8 semesters, and in each semester there are courses with the final semester is thesis as well, because for that thesis, research methodology will be taught by one of the experienced researcher. And that is like, it's quite interesting, because I have witnessed some of the students who are quite weak in the start, but when they are submitting the thesis or the research paper at the end of the semester, I really appreciate their struggle. And that is because of the research methodology that the teacher has taught to them from very basic to the advanced level. Now, most of the students, when we say that masters in Islamic economics, banking and finance are offered from fall 2024, so the students can take opportunity from this opportunity as well, that this is for the first time that this program is offered, and it's quite interesting as well. The course has been designed, everything has been accredited, and it even everything has been discussed so many times among the faculty that to make it much more useful for the market as well and for the students as well. So in this semester, it's a 2 years program, and we teach here as fundamentals of Islamic economics, Islamic banking and financial system, the research methods, the Islamic capital market, the research methodology, and then the research proposal. Now, why research proposal? Because we will teach you about how to write a research proposal, and then based on that research proposal or research thesis can easily be built. Once you know the criteria of writing, the academic writing especially, then it's quite easy to extend that writing from 10 pages to 20, from 20 to 40, and so on. So the study plans are If you want to have a part-time courses, so 1 to 3, and then its credits is 24 to 60. And if you want to have a full time, then just 4 to 6 courses, 40 to 60. It's some masters do not have part-time study option, so you can just look at your own need, your own interest, and then decide that, okay, if I am interested in the bachelor's, then how much time I have to give it to it, and if I'm interested in the master's program, then how much time I should give it to it. Yes, the most important is the semester fee. Most of the students are thinking and waiting for this slide as well. So for undergrad, because some of the countries are low developed, like for example Gambia, India, and Philippines, so for undergraduate it's $135, but for master degree it's $370. But for very high developed, right now, look at Islam always say equitable distribution of wealth. So International Open University is based on Islamic teaching, and that is why the fee structure has been categorized into low developed, medium developed, high developed, and then very high developed. So you can just search for your country, that wherever you are residing, and you are falling in which level of that fee structure. So when it comes to the very high developed, we like United States, UAE, and Japan, then we have the undergraduate fees of $525, and the masters have $9.925. But these are full-time study plans and are subject to change without notice, because for every fees details you have to visit the IOU. For every program, the websites have all the details of that. Or normally the spring session and the fall session. So the fall session or the fall semester starts in September every year, and the spring semester starts every year in March, from 1st of March. So 1st of March and 1st of September, that's quite important dates to continue. And then we move to the closing, and the closing of spring semester is done in July or at the mid of the August, and then for the fall semester we close it in February or on 31st January. So these are quite important dates. Now when it comes to the passed out or those graduates, we have the option, if you are registering early as a new student, so 10% off is given to the students who are registering and who are interested in registration for as soon as possible. Now, requirements for e-learning, language, and the time. So the most important point is, if you can understand English, that's very good, right? If you can understand. But if you cannot understand, then it's really very hard to move it. Like, I will be very fair enough with you people. All the communications are with in English. So for that purpose, English proficiency is the primary medium of instruction, and it is very much necessary. But in case if you are just understanding English and you have problem in just speaking, then of course it's not a big deal. You can just write it, your text in English, in email through, or through voice chat, or there are different forums in the student discussion. Inshallah, when you take the admission, you will have no such issue of communication. The course page has all the details to ask the teacher to the course, to discuss any course, to discuss any topic with the with your group fellow as well. So by group fellow, we might just to let you know about that, we give some of the assignments to the group students. Like in that, one student will be in Gambia, the second student will be in Australia, and the third student will be in the UK. And all these three would be summed together in a single group. So they have to communicate with each other for solving any assignment. It's quite interesting as well to know about each other. So there are different forums to that. So the language requirement is, cutting it short, is about the English. You should know about the English at least. If you can't speak, it's not that much necessary, but you should understand to communicate with the teacher and to understand what the teacher is saying. About the time management, it's very much important. Normally we skip this section, but when it comes to the time management, so time management plays a very important role in every life. We have so many work to do, but if we do time management for those works and those tasks, there is no hard time for us to face. But normally the students get in trouble when there is a risk of time management, and if you just fix some hours per week to spend and to study, that will be more than enough to understand. For educational requirements, you should have, and depending on the programs that you are taking admission, so for undergrad you should have ISCED level 3, while different countries have different credit requirements. So you can just ask in the respective departments wherever you want to take admission, and then go for IOU website as well. Regarding the examination center, so IOU have some approved examination center, and the nearest one should be located. So a request to the closer one, you can just request that, okay, this center is quite close to me. For example, in Gambia, we have so many centers, or in Ghana, we have center. So the city in which you are living, or in Nigeria, if we have center in Abuja and you are living in Abuja, you can just request that, okay, I want to have to have an exam in Abuja. So we can arrange that. That's not a big deal. Computer literacy, the most important point, because as it's the whole education is online, so you should know about the usage of computer. Your laptop, you should have a laptop, but not necessarily. If you don't have any laptop and you can access it from an Android mobile, that's totally fine. But normally we prefer to have a laptop, we prefer to have a computer, and we prefer that you should know about the computer of different steps and different problems. That, okay, if there is any problem of software, you should know about that, so that in future or in emergency, you shouldn't be in trouble for that. The graduate testimonials, because graduates plays an important role in the development of any institution. That's why some of the testimonials has been quoted here, and then I will close the session and will give the mic to you people, so that you can ask either through voice or through chat box. So one of the quote that I would like to from Kenya, who was graduated in 2022, that one thing that I will forever be grateful to IUU is that made me a highly God conscious person. Not only did I gain beneficial knowledge of Islamic finance, banking, and economics, but it's also instilled Islamic values in me, and that are helpful in my dealings in dunya, and will hopefully get benefit in my scale in akhirah as well. That is what the basic vision of IOU is, that we are not here to live forever. We should live, we should enjoy our life, but there is a limit of enjoyment. And if we live our life and keeping in those limits in mind, trust me, we will not only live here happily, but at the day of judgment, we will be happy as well, inshallah, and we hope so. That is what the vision and the mission of International Open University is. So that was from my side, just to give you a brief introduction about the Department of Islamic Economics. Now I am opening the house to all of you. If you have any question, any kind of regard, any query, please do ask, and I will be more than happy to respond. Yes, please. Okay, one of the question that has been received, that what is the difference in between research methodology taught at master's level and one taught at undergrad level? When it comes to the undergrad level, so the undergraduate level pieces or assignments are not that much of high caliber. So we just teach the basics to them, and we expect some basic research from them as well, in the form of research paper or in the form of thesis. But when it comes to the masters, so of course, as you move higher, you will be a little bit advanced. Even the same course is normally taught in universities at the PhD level. So for PhD, we don't teach basics. We teach them advanced level things. So as you move further, you will get some advanced knowledge. Although the course title will be the same, but the topics will be a little bit advanced to give you a more according to the course that has been you have taken admission in that. Okay. No more question. There were basic question I already answered. Okay, so if there are no questions, then we can close the session. And it was good to know about. Yes, we are closing the session. Thank you so much for attending, and may Allah make it beneficial for all of us, for the whole Ummah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.